So imagine this. You are a clinical psychologist. You're sitting across from a client who says, I feel like I'm losing control of my life. Now, what's going to shape your response to that as a clinical psychologist? Is it your training, your intuition, or maybe the constantly evolving body of research in clinical psychology? A lot to think about. Or think about this one. What if a client logs into a virtual therapy session with you? They're halfway across the world. They're seeking help. But in the back of your mind, you have rolling around this realization that the tools you're using, the telepsychology platform and the diagnostic criteria and the tools you're using online, and even your professional role in this circumstance with this person in another part of the world, they're all under intense scrutiny. You know, clinical psychology is at a crossroads from debates about the efficacy of different therapy modalities to the ethical dilemmas of AI-driven mental health tools. This field, it's evolving faster than ever before, faster and faster. So with this chapter, we're going to dive into some of those controversies that are reshaping how we understand and treat the human mind. And we're going to look at the groundbreaking directions that could define the future of mental health care. Okay, from a clinical psychology point of view, of course. And some of those controversies we're going to be looking at are things like, should psychologists have prescription privileges? I believe they should. What does that mean for the balance of care, though? Is telepsychology a lifeline to accessibility? Could it be the great equalizer for mental health care finally? Or on the other hand, does it compromise that therapeutic alliance, that thing that makes psychotherapy so special? You know, as face-to-face interactions become increasingly rare in our daily lives, you have to wonder how this lack of personal connection might affect the quality of therapy. Could it even stunt our social skills? You know, research shows that kids who use social media excessively are struggling with face-to-face interactions. They feel anxious and unprepared to engage in the real world. Another thing to think about, isn't it? And what about with every revision of the DSM, the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual that we use to diagnose mental disorders? We add new mental disorders every single time we revise it. Are we pathologizing normal experiences now? Is anyone going to be exempt in the future from having a mental disorder? And what about the financial side of things? You know, as third-party payers like Medicaid or Medicare or insurance companies or managed care organizations have more and more dominant role in funding care, we have to ask, is self-payment becoming a relic of the past? It's not always a good thing to have a third-party payer. Let me share an experience that I had with an insurance company. A woman came to see me. The insurance company was going to give her 10 sessions. It's clear that she needed more. But despite the client's clear need for more, the insurance company wouldn't pay for it. She couldn't afford to pay for these additional sessions herself either. So what are the ethics of this situation? Do we simply say, sorry, you'll have to manage on your own now? Do we offer our services maybe pro bono, risking our livelihood? Or, you know, do we transfer her to a lower cost facility, forcing her to start over, lose the progress she's made and possibly even lose hope altogether. So, this isn't just an academic discussion. The controversies and the emerging directions within the field of clinical psychology are not abstract issues. They're real. They're real problems that shape the future of the mental health care system. The decisions that we make today will likely determine how we practice and how we help people that need our help, and how we navigate those ethical and practical complexities of this evolving field. The question is, how will we make those decisions? Let's talk about it. Cheers.